What's up, everybody? So, yesterday's video was leg day. Today we've got a chest and shoulders workout. We're going to do the same posing, just like pretty much anything upper body I can come up with after the workout. And then after that, we're going to come back into the car, talk a little bit more, eat meal number 4 like we normally do. But, yeah, today's workout, last week, shoulder press, it wasn't worse. Like my strength, I don't think has gone down because of prep. Because like everything else, strength is either increasing or staying the same. But it just felt a little bit more rough last week. So hopefully this week the 85s on shoulder press feel like a little bit better. But we'll see when we get in there. I'll just do a really good warm up, make sure shoulders all the way around are good to go, and then throw on the elbow sleeves and the wrist wraps so I don't break every joint that I have trying to do shoulder press. But yeah, shoulder press honestly has been feeling the best that I think it's ever felt since I started doing it in this round of programming. And I think I started it with like maybe the 60s and then just like really slowly went up. But the drop off third set where it's I go down to like the 75s and I do them for more reps, that one definitely feels great because I don't have to have somebody spotting me behind me. I just go until I can't and put them down. But the 85s, it's at that weight where it feels sketchy enough to where you're like, yeah, I kind of want somebody behind me just in case like wrist goes this way a little bit. That way 85 pounds doesn't pop my shoulder out of place the other direction. But yeah, I always look forward to this workout, just like all my other workouts, honestly. The lifting is probably one of the best parts of my day. But I especially look forward to the posing and like making a video out of the posing and stuff just because I enjoy doing it. Which reminds me, this morning was my normal Sunday check-ins with Alex, except for this week he wanted me to record a couple of videos of me just doing like mandatory poses and stuff that I could think of for Classic, and then just some other poses that I decided to throw in there. But yeah, watching those videos this morning, in my own humble opinion, because Alex hasn't seen them or said anything to me yet, we got a lot of work to do. But that's a part of the game. Part of the nature of the thing is learning how to do it to your utmost capacity. And practice makes perfect, and you'll never be perfect, so you can never stop practicing. You might as well just continue to practice to get 1% better every day at the thing that you were trying to do until you are the best you're ever going to get at it. But the best you're ever going to get at it is an unknown, and it's something that you'll never know. So you just have to practice every single day to continue to get better. You can improve on something every day. It doesn't have to be bodybuilding or posing or any of the shit that I talk about all day long. It can be whatever you want. But you have to improve every day. You cannot just be... You can't be lazy and just satisfied with being a mediocre person, in my opinion. I hate it. I can't stand it. And I've ranted about that before, but I feel like you should do everything in your power to at least attempt to be a little bit better. Your ability to suffer, whatever that suffering is, your ability to suffer will determine your place in life. If you can't suffer, there is no way that you will make it through the hard shit in life in order to get what you want, or to even get a better place in life. So if you can't suffer, you're going to be left behind in the shitty place, in the dumpster, the down in the dark where nobody wants to be. Life isn't going to be great. It's going to be shitty. So you can either suffer to get to a place where life isn't so shitty and life is better. You can suffer, go through that suffering in order to prevent your suffering, or you can decide to not suffer, to not do the hard things, to not take the extra step forward to try to be better every day, and then you can be left behind in the dust where you continually suffer because you have not achieved something greater. But that's just me ranting again. I just love to do that. Yeah, so pre-workout's in the cup, same as normal. Tastes disgusting. I'm going to chug this thing in a second. It always like settles in the bottom. Yeah, there you and then I have to like shake it up to get it to sort of go away. But I'm gonna slap on a metal song, which today is going to be, let's see, I'm gonna play Chasing Shadows by Imminence. It's actually a really cool band. I like how they throw violin into metal. Metal with violin is like one of my favorite things. I just love when they put that in there. That and piano. I just like hearing the classical instruments like flow together with the guitar and the drums and everything. But like, if metal's not your vibe, then probably don't ever listen to any of my music recommendations because you're not gonna like it. Yeah, it's not raining like it was yesterday, but it's probably gonna start soon. The weather looks pretty shitty. Anyway, that's enough yapping from me. I'm gonna chug this. Try to put it off as long as I can, but gotta happen. All right, that wasn't so bad. All right. Oh yeah, that reminds me. If you guys don't know what that decal is on the back of my car, it's from an anime called Berserk. It's called the Symbol of Sacrifice. Whole long explanation for it. But if you're curious and you want to know what that thing is, that's what it is. There you go. I actually had a guy today ask me, he was like, is that a Nordic rune on your car? And super weird interaction. I got out of my car at the house. This guy was walking his dog through the neighborhood, and he just like was like, hey, what's on the back of your car? And then he asked me if it was a Nordic rune, and I told him that technically it is one, or like, I guess it's not the exact same thing. It's like really, really similar because the guy who wrote Berserk, like the book series, he used that symbol because it's the Berserker symbol. So like the name of the series is Berserk, so that's why he used it. But anyway, favorite anime of all time. Great shit. If you don't like anime, if you've never tried it, you should. It's fucking great. And if you don't like it, for whatever reason, to each their own. I'm not going to tell you you have to like something. I mean, I like bodybuilding, and half the people I know hate it. So, to each their own. But I'm going to go inside, lift my ass off, with the hood up, the head up, and the pre-workout in my stomach. You guys sit tight until we get to the posing room. I'll see you in there. All right, we're back. So, we hit a PR on standing chest press. We got 270 for 9 reps. And then shoulder press, absolutely fantastic. Last week I only got 7 reps with the 85s. This week I managed to get 9 with the 85s. So shoulder press felt really, really good. But now we're in the posing room. The gym is actually completely dead this time. So unlike yesterday, we were super busy. This time I got plenty of space. There's nobody in here. I'm going to do my 20 minutes of cardio after this. But for now, I'm just going to do posing, see what we're looking like. I swear, like, top 5 favorite moments of the workout is finally taking off your hoodie and seeing if you have a good pump or not. And it's like a coin toss. Like, if body dysmorphia is hitting you really hard and you feel like shit, then taking it off is not a good feeling. But if you're in one of the rare opportunities where you feel like you're super pumped up and you have a god complex, it's fucking awesome. So let's hope for the latter. Not terribly shabby. Dare I say, that might be a solid pump. Normally start with a front double. couple of my favorite. It's not too bad. Side tricep. I think I've said it before, but it's not even a pose that I'll do for classic. It's like an open bodybuilding pose, but I just like the way it makes my shoulder pop. Alright. It's weird that I'm right-handed, but this side looks worse. Just because I think I practice it less because it's tattooed, even though it really doesn't matter. Let's hit a couple side chests. I think my legs in a side chest look really good. Like, can't see them now, I'm wearing sweatpants, but my upper body, I feel like, needs a lot of work for a side chest. Hit the other one. And before you talk shit and you think I'm wearing sweatpants because I got small legs, go into yesterday's video and watch me do my leg day posing. And you'll see that legs and back, those are the two things I'm pretty damn good at. Arms, pretty small. At least, I think so. Everything could be bigger though. You can always get better. Whew. Get a couple more. Yeah, we haven't officially started posing practice for prep yet, so it's pretty much just me in here messing around with just whatever I want. But yeah, that'll start soon. My poses will look a lot less shitty, but they look decent for me just messing around right now. Anyway, full chest and shoulders workout done. Now I gotta do my 20 minutes of cardio. And actually, yeah, I've got a shitload of steps left to do for the day, about 8,000. So cardio will knock some of them out, but I'm gonna do my 20 minutes of cardio. Then I'll see all of you guys in the car for meal number 4. All right, and we are back in the car. So cardio was a fucking doozy, as if you can't tell from it looking like I just jumped out of a swimming pool, but it's just the 20 minutes that it usually is. But I'm at this weird point where I use the elliptical for all of my cardio, and we do however many minutes, and I keep my heart rate between 130 and 150, so it's like a moderate intensity. But I'm to the point now to where I do cardio every day, so I'm in good enough shape now to where it's difficult to get my heart rate up to 130, so I have to sprint, or like I have to sprint every single time my heart rate gets to 130 again, so that I can get it back above 130. And it causes me to just spend like the first 5 minutes or so sprinting as fast as I can on the elliptical, and like every 10 steps or so it makes a weird noise, and I'm like, oh shit, did I just break it? And then I'm like, no, I'm fine. But yeah, honestly, it's not that bad. Like, cardio is gonna get a lot worse. I've got it really, really, really easy right now, especially with the amount of food I'm eating. So, no complaints. It's just that that one made me sweat. But went over, grabbed all my shit. Now I'm back in the car. I've got my, as per usual, turkey, rice, banana, green beans, almond butter, and cup of tea with honey in it. I don't know what was going on in the beginning of that workout, but I was the most accident prone I've been in weeks. I like went over and I was just setting up the bench for shoulder press, and I fucking spilled my intro workout, so I lost like 5 calories. That was a tragedy. And then after that, as I was cleaning that shit up, I walked over and I like hit my shin on a plate while I was trying to get like the cleaning stuff and going back and forth trying to clean all of it up. And then I did something else that was, oh yeah, I was walking after getting some chalk on my hands before my top set, and I literally was just walking across the deadlift platform and mistimed my step to step off of it. It's like 3 inches, and I like almost fell on the floor. I was being full blown autistic the whole time. But thank God I didn't do anything stupid during any of my heavy lifts. It was just in like the in between during my rest periods where my guard was down, and I was like, okay, time to be stupid, time to be God's silliest goose. But the workout overall was really good. Really happy with shoulder press. Happy we hit a PR in the standing chest press. And this morning was actually a new low weight for me of prep. I was 196 on the dot this morning, and when we started prep, I was like 199, between 199 and 200. So I've lost about 2 or 3 pounds. The reason I say 2 or 3 is because my body weight's been fluctuating a little bit between like 196 and like 197, 198. But that's just from like food and water and salt and all the other shit that goes into like what time I wake up in the morning, stuff like that. But normally my weight's pretty consistent, and if we look at my average weight for each week so far, it started off at like 190 something, and then it was like 199 something, then 198 something, and then this week it's like 197 something, or like 196, the high 196 somethings. But regardless of all of that stupid shit that I just said, I'm trying to say that my weight is coming down each week, which is good, because we haven't adjusted calories yet. We've just upped cardio a little bit, so it's nice to see that things are progressing and changing. And I am getting leaner. It's just like negligibly noticeable at the moment, especially when I look at myself every day and I'm like trying to tell whether or not I'm getting leaner. If anything, I can tell like I'm a little more tired, but that could also just be like stupid early wake ups and stuff. But overall, I still feel great. Like, I don't feel any of the effects of prep yet. I still feel totally normal. The effects from prep, I'm assuming, are gonna really start hitting me around like month 4 and month 5, because 6 months of prep. But yeah, I'm happy we have the 6 months, because I feel personally like I need that in order to bring myself down, hold on to as much muscle as possible, but get absolutely peeled for the show. because my goal is to be as shredded as I've ever been in my entire life. I'm like, my goal personally is to get down to like 5 or 6% body fat, which is going to be super fucking hard, especially because I'm natural and I can't take a bunch of the supplements that would help with that. So, yeah, it's going to be tough, but at the same time, that's why I love it. I like that it's hard. I like that this is something that is extremely challenging, that this is shit that nobody else, or not nobody else, but very, very few people do. And I like that. I like that this is difficult every day and that you have to stay extremely disciplined and regimented and consistent in order to get anywhere with bodybuilding. I had one guy the other day, he looked at me and he was like, man, I would do anything for your genetics. And I was like, you have no idea. I showed him pictures of me when I was a freshman in high school, and I was 265 pounds and I was obese. And then I showed him 2 years later when I was 152 pounds because I lost all the fat, but I didn't have any muscle to speak of. So I was just skin and bones at that point. And I was like, these are my genetics. You just can't let yourself be a victim to your genetics. Like, if you want to look better, you 100% can. There is nothing that can get in your way of achieving the dream physique or the goal physique that you have other than yourself. The only thing that stands between you and that thing is what you're willing to do to get it. Now, if you're willing to do anything, you'll get there, 100%. No question about it. If you're not, well, then you might fall short. Or you might never even get off the ground. You might not get anywhere close. But it's just like, how much are you willing to sacrifice? How much are you willing to suffer, like I talked about earlier? But yeah, I genuinely love bodybuilding. It's not like I'm doing this so that I can become Instagram famous, or I'm doing this because I want to be world renowned and I want everybody to look at me and clap or whatever the hell. I do this because I love bodybuilding so much that I can't see myself doing anything else. I knew it when I was in the military. That's why I got out of the Marine Corps. It's why I'm working as a personal trainer now, because I love being in the gym and I love everything that has to do with bodybuilding and then progressing my career as a bodybuilder. And I cannot wait to see how far I can take this. And up here, I know exactly where I want to take it. And I know that I'm willing to do anything, sacrifice anything, and do whatever I have to do in order to get to that picture I have in my mind. All that it's going to take is time. So that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm doing YouTube. Just to record the journey, show everybody else that no matter where you start, no matter what you are currently doing, no matter where you come from, if you really, really want something, that you can get it. I'm doing this to show kids or young adults or even people who are older than me that you don't have to be where you're at right now. You don't have to be stuck in the same place in life. If you want to live a better life, if you want something better for yourself, for your kids, for your family, for your wife, for your husband, whatever the case is, if you want better shit, you can go get it. The only thing that stands in your way is you. And if anybody else tries to stand in your way, fuck them. There's not a single person in your life that is a mind reader or that can see the future. There's not a single person. So why would you why would you take their advice on what the future holds for you? If they can't see the future and they can't tell you exactly what's going to happen, why would you let them? You have as much say over your future as anybody else. You just have to make it happen. Because you're the only one that can. Nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody wants to do it for you. There's not a single soul out there that genuinely wants to put in all of the effort and the hard work to achieve greatness for you. Because most people don't want to even do it for themselves. And they want to drag you backwards and keep you from greatness, because you achieving greatness makes them feel bad. Makes them feel like they're not doing enough. Don't ever let that happen. Don't ever let somebody drag you backwards to stay in a mediocre place with them. Have people around you that support you, that tell you you're going to do great things. Not people who blow smoke up your ass and tell you that you're the greatest thing since sliced bread and you're going to achieve wonderful things when you're doing no work. Not those kind of people. The people who hold you accountable and that support you in your dream. They're there to support you doing the work, putting in the effort, putting in the hours, putting in the time, sacrificing things in order to get the thing that you want. Those people are special. They're far and few in between. And if you can find any of them, keep them in your life and hold on to them. But even at the end of the day, there might be things that you have to do in order to achieve your dream that those people won't even support. And then it's when it comes down to just you. And that's why I keep saying that you are the only thing between you and the shit you want. You just got to do it. There is no magic pill, no hack, no diet secret, no regimen that's going to make you achieve greatness in the next 60 days. Doesn't work that way. I've been doing this for 2 years, nonstop. And at this point, it's not motivation. It's not anything other than I know what I want, and I know what I have to do to get there. And in my brain, that's plain and simple, cut and dry. If I know what I have to do, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to let anything get in the way. But I think I've rambled on long enough. Hopefully you guys feel motivated for the night. But I'm going to eat meal number 4. I've got a shitload of steps left to do for the night. Let's see, we got about 6,000. So I'm going to do 6,000 steps when I get back to the house and eat 2 more meals after this one. But I'm going to slam this meal, head back to the house. All of you, get your meals in, get your sleep, drink your water, make some fucking gains. I'll see all of you in the next video for week 3.